Yese ansa na ne friend ebeya ade no na anase obeto bo no na ne nan ejina bibi so. Chairman Wontumi ne lawyer NPP lawyer Andy Apiakubi abusua after say oba abonten ebeka say wa withdraw from Chairman Wontumi ne case no na very shocking obia enti ase be ne baby a ya bawura a yakwakonya the reason behind ne withdrawal from Chairman Wontumi's case no abusua ye de ebremo e wa ha say mamonim say final judgment no July 3rd and obia wan say July 3rd ewo ye hwena no ya Chairman Wontumi lawyer say wa withdraw from case no very shocking abusua Oko Andy Apiakubi ne camp and Dr. Bawumia ne campa abusua there is some serious chaos koso was camp wa it said Dr. Bawumia a strike hard on Andy Apiakubi or say ono no onye lawyer papa bia ono na edidi Chairman Wontumi enim edina kwa wie baby a it say Wontumi kwa wie no enti no aden krampo na or withdraw from that case enti no Dr. Bawumia ene Andy Apiakubi ento kwa chenchirinchi koso between omo Dr. Bawumia the pressure ma Andy Apiakubi eno entina si ano wa withdraw from case no ofre no say ombra fie embambe ma no the details on Wontumi court trials no abusuya asema Andy Apiakubi eka Chairman Wontumi no otwe ne mu kosoro eba form kra na kode obekwa akodem eno ene strike Dr. Bawumia ema ne call Andy Apiakubi so a Samira Bawumia nso no ode ne ho G case no ma sisi ano tension arise NPP camp abusu amami enko na yenkonkotie ensema ekoto Kevin Taylor ede ehonsem ababetu na ansa na ebeko no abusu ase open computer papa and ase laptop papa na we use ya bora perosi computers and accessories abusu eho na obinya laptop and computer papa na the location so de enye irakwan ide here ase obeba kuma ase Buokrum Estate Eli ho obenya perosi fresh number ya egu screen so 0247030108 and say 0597942133 and as offer number screen na wenya ono 0540882824 for me mbonra yensem ne konkoti ensem ikoso political highways.
That did not make a good case for you to go to jail. Finito. That's what you are doing. You have thrown your client under the bus. This is logic. Simple logic. Because I would tell the reasons now. Because a chianka appear could be a catcher say, my client disrespected me. My client did not pay me. My client is always out there saying things he's not supposed to say. Then I will say, okay, because of your client's attitude, because of the way your client was breaching the contract between the two of you, because your client was not allowing you to your job, when you decide to pull out, but today, all the reasons you are stating it's got nothing to do with your client. The reasons you are stating is got to do with the court. So if the court is not doing what you want, what has it got to do with your client? Let me tell you. Apiakubi Eko Mahmoud Bawumia ho. Ena Bawumia friend say ombra no ombe breaki case ni down enchire no. Now Apiakubi call no. When he was called by Bawumia, he went to Bawumia to tell Bawumia everything from day one of Omufri court about the day the case ended. Now, during his breakdown, there was this huge confrontation and argument between Apiakubi and Bawumia. What was going on? And they say, Apiakubi concluded Bawumia and him say, Chairman Wontumi will go to jail. Now that is what triggered the anger between Apiakubi, Chairman Wontumi, and Bawumia. And Chairman Wontumi and Bawumia, they got angry, furious, because they were saying, say, Apiakubi is a terrible lawyer. So, Enunwe Bufo na Apiakubi Babon Trebeka say, he is not going to be the lawyer of Chairman Wontumi BM. You know why? It is because right now, no, he cannot blame Chairman Wontumi. What he has to do is to blame the court. And nothing that Wontumi can say, I don't want this and this and this and this about my client, so I'm walking away. Now, the only thing he can do is to put some flimsy excuses out and blame the court. But the main issue is that when Apia Kubi went to Bawumia, Apia Kubi was blunt. And if you have studied Apia Kubi for a very long time, in his political career, as much as he's stupid sometimes, every time in the MPP, he's very blunt about some things. Especially when they were in power, you saw how Apia Kubi was blunt on some few things. So when he went to Bawumia, we have been in court for all these years. I know this guy is your financier. He is pumping money into your campaign. What I can tell you is he's go to court. He will go to jail. Apia Kubi made it clear to Bawumia and Chairman Wontumi and Bawumia Yere. And in the time, to say, Chairman Wontumi will be jailed because the evidence the Attorney General provided and I know it do. So Bawumia Bekachi Apia Kubi said he's a terrible lawyer. He's a bad lawyer. And Apia Kubi told Bawumia, say, what kind of nonsense are you telling me? I have stood on my foot or on my feet. Let me say it that way. For a year, Menje Chairman Wontumi Capre. I was working for free. Every single day, I am going up and down in court. I'm not even seeing my family. I have basically moved to Accra. I have done everything as a lawyer to protect Chairman Wontumi. Today, you Bawumia sit here and tell me I'm a terrible lawyer. And when Apia Kubi PN say he doesn't want to be a lawyer for Chairman Wontumi. And nothing that real reason no. And he's lingering around a attitude of court, decision of court. Because if Apia Kubi ever issue with the court all these years, he never for once came out of court to blame the court for anything. No. Every single day he came out of court, he was smiling, assuring people, telling Ghanaians he has a good case, his client is doing well. But suddenly, why I say, judge naturally judgment, this issue has happened. It is Bawumia. It is Bawumia. So what they have been trying to do is to get Kennedy Japan to intervene to go and talk to Lordina Mahama. And Kennedy Japan says he's not going to do that shit. I'm telling you today. Because you see, apart from Kennedy, the problem will end this now. Only Lordina is fine. So they are trying everything to get Kennedy to intervene. For Kennedy to go and talk to Lordina, for Lordina to. And Kennedy is like, Lordina is not a judge. Lordina is not sitting on the case. So Kennedy Japan said he's not going to do it. Enti ano enema Bawumia kacha Apia Kubi so Jimmy 4. And Apia Kubi says Jimmy 4 there. Then I don't want to see to the end of this case. Meaning the judgment before it comes. I want to isolate. I want to be out of this case. And nunti ne waha. And nunti na bucha ne say adenti ena also wonye Chairman Wontumi lawyer Bioma. Adenti na also wonye lawyer because Chairman Wontumi nya oshe. Chairman Wontumi aye ni bibi. Bawumia didi na tem. Oma Okachen so a bad lawyer or a terrible lawyer. Onimi nyansa. Until right now, no Apia Kubi is mad. Kennedy Japan say Lordina Mahama nye judge. Only Lordina Mahama end this our friendship no. Only Lordina Mahama end us in this uncommon because only Kennedy Japan no. Wako so many times Chairman Wontumi so court. Into only Lordina ni sa uncommon di. No the only Lordina nye judge inti on to me court Lordina at what their reason. Their capacity. But you have to understand, Japan on consequences, no. On him say, Lordina Mahama will not listen to this nonsense. On him say, Lordina Mahama is not going to open her door. Why do you even bring Lordina Mahama into this? Because they think, say, case, it is beyond. No, it is the court. Inti Apia Kubi, I withdraw the services. It is because of Bawumia and the Dina Tem. Samira Bawumia dina temu ofio. In fact, the problem Apia Kubi nya epa or the Samira Bawumia kachire no. And it was the insult from Samira Bawumia. And this lawyer told Bawumia, said, talk to your wife. That disrespect to me and other people in the party, it is becoming too much. Bawumia told him, say, that is when Apia Kubi stormed out of Bawumia's residence. And that is how he came out to write this statement that he has withdrawn his services. In time, Musa and Chairman Wontumi Wontumi nka. O client no, why obone ben Wontumi nka. Chairman Wontumi ade court obumra bi so Wontumi nka. Chairman Wontumi ade wakojina baby akoka bibia for ho Wontumi nka. Chairman Wontumi eka bibi kira Wontumi nka. You know why? It is because Samira Bawumia ne Bawumia no di natem. Now you understand what I mean. Now let me show you this. Apia Kubi. And some are not all can't to justify why he left Chairman Wontumi. You boost the sound room. I mean, I feel what you say. That is the danger. That is what echoes were MPP mu. Man, we Mahmoud Bawumia na ashe de bufu. Eye Bawumia ire ene Bawumia omu didi na tem. Or kind of correction say Chairman Wontumi go jail. They should embrace themselves for it. And Bawumia ne yiri didi na tem. Now, my member eye audio no for the last time. The reasons in tia or say on your Chairman Wontumi lawyer biom. Now you understand say I think chichimina bia ma no obeti ase. Apia Kubi on da. Apia Kubi is done. And kind courtesy ayedien Samira Bawumia. Let's listen to this.
So let me move on to Samaboy. It appears to me that you do not have trust in your, or you do not believe in your clients anymore. We are learning that you are withdrawing your services to your clients in that case.
Yeah, it is not the case. The reasons why I'm withdrawing my services from this process is stated in our affidavit in support of the motion. And I must say that I'm disappointed with decisions of the court. And I'm disappointed with the attitude of the court.
But if you withdraw your service, your client is going to perish.
No, when I withdraw my service, he is at liberty to engage another counsel. He is at liberty to do his case by himself, and he is at liberty to even apply to government for support by way of legal aid. So I'm sure he will take a decision when we get there.
What has the court done? What has the court done? You say you're not happy with.
I'm not happy with, particularly when I have made application for the court to order the prosecution to provide me with copies of the alleged assignment. Instead of the court making the order, the court dismissed my application. I expected the court to make that order for the prosecution to come and say that this is a copy of the assignment, or I don't have it at all, for her to come to a conclusion that there is no assignment. So that conclusive position we have is based on presumptions that since they could not provide the assignment, there is a presumption that it doesn't exist. But I expected the court to make the order directed at the prosecution to provide that assignment, or come to the court and say that there is no such assignment. For the court to record that there is no such assignment, and that brings finality to the charges on assignment.
And so do you think withdrawing your services is at the interest of your clients?
I think the court...
Guys, I'm a control. Apia Kubi confirm me on Asempa on this interview. Apia Kubi catch him when I said Chairman Wontumi go jail. He was the lawyer for Chairman Wontumi. He knows the case he presented. He knows the evidence he presented. He saw the evidence the Attorney General put before him. He knows his counsel, his client was in the box, and he knows how his client fumbled. Apia Kubi was honest. He told Bawumia, he told Chairman Wontumi, he told them to brace themselves and that Chairman Wontumi go to court, he go to jail. Apia Kubi nailed it in front of Bawumia. Chairman Wontumi per Apia Kubi's statement in front of Bawumia and what he's saying today on TV, on radio, and the statement he's releasing. Need to hear from your office tomorrow. Now, Addo we serious no. Ehona eye Apia Kubi a oye Chairman Wontumi lawyer. Yetia no so beka kire say Andy Apia Kubi files to withdraw as counsel for Chairman Wontumi in the Samra Boy mining case ahead of July 3 judgment. Apia Kubi say sorry now. Also say I or a lawyer for Chairman Wontumi. Exim case no or a plea bargain. And a Samra Boy case na ye dear we are judge the better judgment on the 3rd no or no watching no on your Chairman Wontumi lawyer beam into a file a withdrawal, whatever. Then you ask yourself, what kind of games are these people playing with us? Asemno ya kewie. Judge akabukatum. Judge kwa chro the judgment. Lawyer ode Chairman Wontumi ejina asem mu nyina no. Judgment no ebeba no ose and the onye Chairman Wontumi lawyer biem. Busa ho se adentra. Now mama chwa de tie Apia Kubi ye pa. Na me bo first video sorry me wi am bo second video a o kire adekudie ntia o se ono Onyeden, he is not going to be Chairman Wontumi's lawyer again. What he's trying to say is say, from now till time my judgment in Bebano, onye Chairman Wontumi lawyer. Or resign it or withdraw before the judgment comes. Then you ask yourself, what is making a lawyer who has worked with Chairman Wontumi and closed a case, made his closing submissions, and come out to meet the media to say, you know what? We had a good case. And I can play so many videos of Apia Kubi turning out and coming out to tell Ghana for say, we had a great case in court. In fact, the day the case ended, Apia Kubi catch Ghana for say, it's been a wonderful trial. And he's very convinced and very, very much convinced to say his client will come out victorious. This same guy, and I got a few weeks for the judgment to come out. Also, on your Chairman Wontumi lawyer BM. Let's listen to Apia Kubi.
I can make picture say, Ube back to no share proceedings na
Sure.
in even those cases. I can share with you the record of proceedings in the cases. But Nkrophobia Bontin, can some referring to more, but can we honestly convict on the records? Now, I know the ATV calling him.
Fortunately, the record is what is before the judge.
Yes.
And the judge will not be minded.
I always cry that I pray that the court is a court.
Yeah.
That is my prayer. The only prayer that I do, they say, let us see a court making a pronouncement based on evidence.
Yeah. The evidence before the
court.
And not what is
outside the court. And not at the whims of somebody who is outside the court. Now you here, a bayer, where you miss my, I hear the Bibaya,
yeah. In the for Samurai Boy, the end of the year, we are all waiting for July 3rd. Our court
Samurai Boy,
yes.
I have filed a motion.
What file a motion?
I filed a motion.
To arrest the judgment?
Not to arrest the judgment. I don't have that power.
Okay.
I have filed a motion to withdraw from the case. Withdrawal from the case. I have cited my reasons.
Who is withdrawing from that case?
Myself
as a lawyer. Who withdraw from?
I'm withdrawing my legal services.
Case
in the case.
Yes. Why we are judge then
yes. At any point.
I know.
I have a right.
Reason here then?
My reasons are in the affidavit. And we will take that motion on Monday, so I will not discuss it. But I have cried in the affidavit that as a lawyer, what I feel doing about a case like that. Now, I know the prayer, no, and if cry, no, then, you know, for all of us as persons in the legal fraternity, then what they show.
No, who withdraws is here because of what you think would happen on July 3rd.
No, not what you think will happen. Anything, because I pray that the court should be a court. Now, your decision, then I will come and I'll comment on the decision. But before then, I'll sound this warning. Someone might have fed the because you have had the it stays with us, and it will also we will be confronted with it in course of our time.
FM.
And I will be, Ochana will be for injustice to anybody is injustice to you.
To everyone, I agree. But lawyer,
anything because I pray that the court should be a court. Now, your decision, then I will come and I'll comment on the decision. But before then, I'll sound this warning. Someone might.
I'm sure there. Mebo video ni bi ma menchro okanyoma mienu. And we are Ghana ni now utie Apia Kubia. He's basically saying Chairman Wontumi is guilty. Tie. So utie Apia Kubi in some manner can. There are two very important things no can also interview him. One, I say we should make the court pronounce their judgment based on the evidence before it. That is one. And a two, I say, remember, yam sheni pe nim na yam fembu na ten. He was talking about perception out there, who Chairman Wontumi is, what he represents. They're not all can say, remember, yam Chairman Wontumi nyoma waye, and in your maybe a yedi susuno. na yɛmfa mmua 10 wɔ court. This
Okay, abusua we ne ensema ekɔ so our political highway. So lawyer Andy Apiakubi and Dr. Bawumia ne camp ena entokwa ekɔ so de dia ya de brem. Ebeda mase some JP ne kokoti sa ensem we.